It's part 2 of my bedroom makeover. I have done a fair bit in the last couple of days. I'm making so much progress. It looks so good. I am really, really happy with the color. This is the corner of the second wall that I have completed. I think it looks so good with the window trim and the curtain. I'm going to get some curtain pullbacks very, very soon, which I think will complete this space so I don't have to tie the curtain up, but it's looking really, really good. I'm so happy with this color. Today I am working on the big plain wall. It is the only wall in this room that is completely plain, no wardrobe, no window, nothing like that, and I'm so excited about it. This is going to be my favorite wall. I've put down my drop sheet. It's going to be a little difficult with the door today, but it's so simple. It's just a plain wall. No windows, no nothing I have to worry about, so I don't think it should take too long. I have all my supplies. The first thing I'm going to do is tape up the skirting board and also the edge of this door frame here as well. I've been freehand painting the ceiling, so I'm not going to worry about that. Don't ask me why this is the way that I'm doing it, but I just am. So let's get to it. I'm all taped up. When I do my tape, I like to do it in smaller sections so that it's easier to get it as close to the edge as possible. I feel like if you do it in one long strip and roll it out as you go, it's really hard. So I find this the best way. And then when you peel it off, because these two layers are stuck together, the whole thing just comes off anyway. I'm gonna paint the edges and then do the wall. I've moved the furniture back in and I love it. I'm very, very happy with it. I think the green just looks amazing. I think the white trimming, like the skirting boards and around the windows and around the ceiling, just look really good as well. If you're wondering about this really weird board that I have up here, this is an extra shelf from in one of the closets, and I ended up putting it on here because I don't love the glass desktop, but it wasn't quite big enough. So then I grabbed this little side piece and it's still not quite right, and I've just had it there for a few days and I will take it out probably tomorrow or in the next couple of days. I don't love it. What I do want to do is get a board that is the full size of this, and then I have contact paper to be able to wrap it and make it like a white marble. I don't want to wrap the actual desk. I would rather just a piece that I could slide on and off. Are you helping again today? Or are you leaving? You're over me moving things. Okay, I'll let you out. Good morning. I am so close to being done with all of the painting. Yesterday I taped up the edge. Actually, you know what? You can't even see. Let me just tilt that up there. I taped and painted the skirting board trimming thing, and now I get to take off the tape and I just have to paint a little bit of green just down the side here on that side wall and around the door, and then I get to take the door off and paint the door, and I'm so close to being done in here. I have procrastinated for a couple of days and I'm kind of annoyed at myself for that because I could be done by now, but this morning I'm gonna get up, finish the green up there. It won't take very long because it's literally just a tiny amount, but basically done all of the painting maybe tomorrow or the next day. I hope at least by the end of the week I will no longer be painting in here. I'm a little annoyed because I had this fabulous purple Scotch tape, painter's tape, and it was great. And then I had to replace it because I ran out. And we ended up getting this also Scotch tape, so I thought it would just be the same. But the blue stuff just tears apart. It's really flimsy. It's not very good, and I'm pretty upset about it. So whatever the purple Scotch tape one is the best. I finally get to paint the green. I would start down that end because that would make more sense. Not that you can even see it again. I gotta get better with my camera angles here. There you go. You can see the small little patch up there. Well, it makes more sense to start down that end. When freehanding against the top panel, it's easier if I go left to right. So I'm gonna start down this end. It's looking so good. We just need one more coat. I'm super proud of myself. I freehand painted the edge of the light switch. I don't know how to take this plate off. It's not as simple as taking off just the regular outlet ones. So I left it on and I think I did a really good job. Like, I am so happy. Honestly, I'm so over the tape. I should have just freehanded everything because like that is so neat. I don't know why I taped any of the other skirting boards, honestly, but I'm so happy with it. We're so close to being done. While I have you, I have some other things to share. This is my new paint by numbers. I have made so much progress on it because it is so addictive. Every night I just sit down and listen to either Gossip Girl or Gilmore Girls and I just paint and paint and paint. And I'm really excited. I think I'm gonna frame it in a regular frame and not actually put it on like a canvas frame. And then I bought some curtain holdbacks, which I think curtain holdback is such a funny name because it's so literal, because these are to put on the wall to literally hold back the curtains. The only problem is they look plastic. They don't look very nice and they're really big, and I wanted gold holdbacks and I got these for $10 on sale from Kmart. I just don't know how I feel about it. Like, it's gonna sit somewhere here on the wall, but I don't know. I do need to open them and test out if they're actually plastic or not. And it's also a greenish gold, which I don't love. To explain what I mean, this here is a very, very yellow gold. This here is a green gold, just like the curtain holdbacks. And then my watch is what I like to consider a pretty neutral gold. It's my favorite tone of gold where it's not too red, it's not too green, and you can sort of see the difference between them. A bit more champagne gold-ish, if you will. So I would love to get something that's more like my watch compared to these other two, but that's what I mean by a green gold or a red gold or whatever. I've been cleaning up my room and this is my rug. I'm gonna put it down now. I got this one from Kmart because Kmart rugs are really cheap and I think it's gonna go nicely here in this room. I can't remember exactly how much this was, maybe 110, but I didn't want to spend too much. So I'm gonna roll it out and see how it goes. I think I like it. I mean, it's maybe not perfect and the blue in it is, I don't know, blue, and there's not really any blue in my room, but I do really quite like it. I also think it's a pretty good size. I do just have to move it under the edge of the bed, which may be a little difficult and I may need to get some help for. I think it works. What's crazy is I could have even gone the next size up because the next size would be, I call the shorter side the width and the longer side the length. The width of it would be the same as the length of this, and then it would just go further down the room that way. I feel like maybe I need to push it under the bed a little bit more, and it's funny because it looks really small in this room even though it's quite a big rug, but I like it. I think it works. It just makes it a little more warm in here, and I think once I get all of my bedding and I finally get rid of that drop sheet and everything, it's gonna look really good in here. I have some packages. This is going to be the new bedding, and I think this will look really nice. It's far more plain, obviously, compared to the current bedding that I have where this is very bright and patterned. A lot of people have said that the rug clashes with the bedding, which is so true. And I think this will look really good. I actually don't know exactly where my mum got this from. Like, she found it and it's really pretty. It's got this like check pattern in it. I think that's what you would call it, a check pattern. There was one really similar at Harris Scarf, but they sold out, and I think the other one probably would have been much nicer. But this does look really good, so I have to wash those. And then we also grabbed some fresh sheets as well. And then this is my makeup storage. It's so cute. So I have this tiny little drawer set, and I guess these are the little handles that will go into the front here. I guess you clip them in. It's super tiny and I really like it. It's gonna be perfect because I don't really have that much makeup, and I did make sure the measurements would fit all of my products and everything, but it's perfect. It's nice and compact. And then I also have this to hold my makeup brushes. It came as a pack of 2, and I got the other one to hold my pens, my pencils, and my highlighters on my desk. The only thing that I would say that I don't like about the drawers is that the plastic isn't as clear as this acrylic. Like this one's a little smoky gray color, and it's totally fine, but I think I prefer when things are just like clear acrylic. Good morning, it is a couple days later and I am about to do my makeup organization and I'm really excited about it. I haven't actually finished this wall yet and it's driving me nuts because I just want the ladder and the drop sheet out of here, but it's just been a really chaotic week and I haven't done as much as I would have liked to, which is always very frustrating when that happens. So I am going to put my makeup in here, my makeup brushes in here, and just organize this little space here so it doesn't look as messy as what it does with this thing. It's definitely looking more organized. You can see right here in the mirror where my makeup brushes have been smudging it, so I need to clean that. But this is my little makeup storage. It's so much more neat and organized. In the bottom I have my eyeshadow palette and my face powder. In the middle drawer I have my bronzer and then my few eye products. Then an eyelash curler. As you can see, I don't have a lot of products. I just threw out an old brow thing and also a mascara that I no longer was using because it had dried up. On this side I have my lip products, which consists of 4 lipsticks, a lip balm, and some lip pencils. And on this side I have my makeup sponges, which need to be washed, and a pencil sharpener, some eyelashes, eyelash glue, and tweezers. And then on top I have my Jo Malone perfume. I have my little acrylic container with my makeup brushes. At the back I have my jewelry stand, and at the top I have a bracelet, my watch, my seeing glasses, and my sunglasses, a few pieces of jewelry down in the bottom there. And then I also just have my foundations at the back there, which that's totally fine. In this dish that I got from Target ages ago, I have some earrings and all of my rings. And then this is my travel jewelry case, and I haven't really emptied it yet, so I guess for now I'm just sitting it there and putting that dish on top of it, but I might end up emptying this case into like this dish and onto this rack kind of thing, and then putting that away in storage until I travel again. But that's my makeup, jewelry, accessory organization, and it's just so much more neat there. And I kind of like that the containers lift up the jewelry holder and it's just gives it a bit of height, and it's all just looking really nice up here. I was talking about this teapot on my TikTok the other day, so if you haven't seen that, I'll leave that link down below. You can come and put your 2 cents in on the debate, the issue, and obviously I have my iPad, which needs to go over elsewhere, but it's looking really good and I'm really happy with it. I really want to change the bedding, but how am I supposed to do that when I have this one right here? Look at him, he's in a little nest. It's so cute. I mean, it's kind of annoying because he positions himself right in the middle of my bed, and so when I come to bed at nighttime, I get to sleep in this tiny little amount. Like, this is where I slept last night, just on the tiny edge of my bed. But he's so cute, and it's still a few hours away from feeding time, so I'm kind of tempted to feed him an extra little meal today, give him a little snack, because I know that'll get him out of bed. He likes food way too much, and then I can change the sheets, but I love him, and he's just so cute. Look at him. One of the things that I really want to do right now is fix these handles because they've all come loose and they're just all the wrong way. I have my screwdriver, so I'm going to fix all of those and make them sit neat and horizontal. I decided to leave it a little bit and he left on his own accord. He's gone outside, so I didn't have to feed him again. I'm going to change the bedding now and get it looking so much better in here. I think the white looks a lot better than the patterned bed sheet. I grabbed out the iron. I am going to iron the creases out of it because I'm an insane person and I like to iron my bedding. I also grabbed a bunch of cushions out of the other room. I don't know how I ended up with so many cushions living in Melbourne. I have at least 10. There's pinks, there's dark burgundies, there's so many other colors in the room, and I picked out these 4 because they're really warm. The middle 2 are quite neutral, the outside 2 not so much, but I don't think they clash too badly with the green. Whether I keep them all or not, I don't know, but I just threw them there for the moment. I also don't know what happened to the rest of my pillows. I used to have European pillows, but I do really like the white. I'm very happy with it. I have to figure out this bedside table. I don't love it. I want to figure out the decor. I maybe want to paint it. I don't know. That's a project for the coming week. I also still need to deal with all of the clothes in that bin over there. And then of course this evening I'm going to paint the wall and get this drop cloth out of here. That is also my hot water bottle, which I can probably just put behind the cushions and hide it away. It's a very cozy little hot water bottle. But I do like it. I do like it. I'm really happy, and I think this looks a lot better than the super colorful bedding that I had. It makes it a little bit brighter in here, and it's still just a work in progress. It's going to take me some time to tweak it and get it perfect. It's not perfect, but it definitely looks better. I have made so much progress, but I'm gonna be really honest with you. I feel a lot of discomfort right now. I don't feel good. I don't like a lot of my room. And you may remember back at the beginning of this year, I mentioned that I was working with my psychologist on OCD. So we came to the conclusion that I do not suffer OCD to the fullest extent. I do not have compulsions. I have the ability to just walk away from things and not have to deal with it. But I do feel all of the frustrations and the discomfort that comes with OCD. And so when it comes to my space, I'm very particular about it, and that's why I love cleaning. That's why I love organizing. That's what my entire channel is about, because it's just something that makes me feel like I'm in control. It's something that makes me feel like physically good when my space is good. And right now I am not entirely happy with it in here, and so that's why I'm feeling a bit of discomfort. Like my bedside table is just irritating me. I hate my desk. It's driving me nuts. This space behind me I do quite like, and I'm okay with that. I love the green. The green is making me very happy. I also really love my wardrobe, although there's a few things in there that are just thrown in at the moment because I just don't have anywhere else to put them while I'm still organizing things. But it is a pretty lengthy process for me to be able to organize and style, and that's why sometimes these videos are multiple videos long and they're just such a process, because that's just the way my brain works when it comes to doing these things. I don't have the ability to have a vision and then just make that vision come to life. It takes so much trial and error and moving things around and playing with things, and so much so that in the entire year and a half that I lived in that apartment in Toronto, I never got my bedroom there the way that I wanted it to. And I realized it took me almost a year to get some of my living room to the way that I wanted it to, and that is the iron beeping at me. I need to turn it off. Anyway, basically what I'm trying to say is that I don't know if these videos where I show the entire process of me trying to figure these things out are interesting or of value to you. Sometimes I think it might be better to just be like, this is the before and this is the after, but I don't really work like that because it takes me maybe weeks or months to be able to figure these things out. And in saying that, I just want anyone else out there who struggles to organize or struggles to style a place, or it just doesn't look right, that it's just sometimes the way that we are. It's the way that things work for some of us, and it just takes time, and you just have to kind of learn to be patient and not put too much pressure on yourself to get everything done really quickly. I do wish sometimes I were one of those home renovation people or those stylists that can just see something and then make it happen, but I can't. It's just a much longer process for me, but I enjoy the process. And that's why I like making videos like this. So I hope that gives you a bit of an insight into the way that I work with this, because again, I've just uploaded another bedroom makeover video and there's no full transformation really. And it's just, I can't do that. I don't have the ability to do that. I am gonna go and spend the rest of the afternoon painting that last little bit of the wall. I am not gonna subject you to any more painting, okay? We've had too much painting so far. I may subject you to the door at some point, but once that door is white, That's gonna make me feel so good. I love this whole space behind me. White door will make it so much better. I won't draw out this whole makeover too much more, unless of course that's something that you really, really want to do. Like, you know, come along on the journey with me while I try and figure these things out. But I eventually will have like a end product that I will be able to show you, a bit of a room tour, and like this is what conclusion I came to. So one day I will have that for you. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video.